Welcome you all to the talks on the practical aspects of forensics, DNA, and examination. Before starting of the session, I would like to request you all to please keep your mics and cameras off for smooth functioning of the session. Whatever your doubts and questions are there, that will be taken in the last few minutes, so put your doubts in the comment section. And now we will proceed for the session. For this, I would like to call upon Arya for giving brief introduction of our resource person.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Arya.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to extend a warm welcome to each one of you today's session on the practical aspects of forensic DNA examination organized by the Council of Research Applied to Forensic Technology and Science and the Government Institute of Forensic Science in Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Council for Research Applied to Forensic Technology and Science is a student-driven research initiative of Government Institute of Forensic Science. The research hub was founded on 12th foundation day of the institution. This research hub is to harness the power of mind driven by research, innovation, creativity, and critical thinking for smart and reliable forensic science. Today, we are honored to have with us Ms. Pallavi Malik Chopra, an esteemed professional in the field of forensic science, currently serving as Assistant Forensic Officer at the Punjab Bureau of Investigation. Ms. Chopra's journey in forensic science is marked by remarkable blend of academic excellence, practical expertise, and a deep commitment to the advancement of forensic technology. With a postgraduate degree in forensic science from the prestigious National Institute of Criminology and Forensic Science, and a rich professional background encompassing roles at CAFSL, Chandigarh, and the State Forensic Science Laboratory, Mohali, Ms. Chopra brings a wealth of knowledge and hands-on experience to today's discussion. Her contribution extends beyond her professional endeavors, as she has also served as an assistant professor of forensic science at many universities where she nurtured the next generation of forensic scientists and researchers. Ms. Chopra's dedication to her field is evident through her involvement in various workshops, seminars, and conferences, where she has not only shared her expertise but also actively contributed to the academic discourse of forensic science. Today, she will enlighten us on the practical intricacies of forensic DNA examination, a crucial aspect of modern forensic investigations. Her insights will undoubtedly enrich us understanding this complex yet indispensable tool in forensic analysis. Without further ado, let us extend a hearty welcome to Ms. Pallavi Malik Chopra. We eagerly anticipate her enlightening discourse on the practical aspects of forensic DNA examination. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I am audible to you all.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Right. I hope you are doing well. And this is Pallavi, as she has introduced me. I'm currently working as Assistant Forensic Officer in Punjab Police. And prior to this, I have also worked as a forensic professional in CFSL and FSL Punjab in DNA division. And I've also served as an assistant professor in Tirthankar Mahavir University for a period of 5 years. So, since I have had almost worked with all these spheres of forensic, my talk today would be briefly about the practical aspects of forensic DNA examination from crime scene to the courtroom. So, I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Is my screen visible to everyone? Could any one of you just let me know if the screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, DNA, as we all know, has become a very indispensable evidence in crime scene investigation. So, at the crime scene, and whether it be primary or secondary, DNA evidences are encountered in various cases, such as sexual assault cases, disputed paternity, maternity cases, unidentified dead bodies, mass destruction, homicides, and murder cases. There are several body fluids and bodily evidences that are available that are very rich source of DNA, and it is a very important and foolproof scientific method of individualization and identification of any individual, be it human or animal in nature, even plants. These evidences or these sources of DNA are ultimately subjected to advanced analysis procedures to produce a unique DNA profile, which is unique to every individual, which also includes the kind of offenders that we encounter, repeat offenders, suspects, and we can help the criminal justice system in finding out
Ma'am?
these criminals or tracking these criminals.
I'm
Yes.
sorry to interrupt, but the screen is not visible.
Okay.
Yes,
It's
Pallavi.
still not visible. Sorry.
Your screen is not visible, Pallavi.
Okay, just a second. Let me reshare. I'm audible, right?
Yes, ma'am, you're
Yes, you are
audible.
audible.
The screen is not visible.
Okay, okay. Just a second. I'll reshare. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
All right. There must have been some technical error. Never mind. So, where was I? Okay, so we are helping these criminal justice system and their personals to identify and track down these offenders and link them with the crime scene and the nature of crime that is happening, right? So we'll just very quickly discuss about basics of DNA. So we all know that in 1984, Sir Alex Jeffreys introduced the concept of DNA fingerprinting, and he's known as the father of DNA fingerprinting. But in India, Dr. Lalji Singh was also associated with Alex Jeffreys, and he worked very closely with the Human Genome Project. And in 1988, he introduced forensic DNA fingerprinting in India at CCMB Hyderabad, and he is known as the father of DNA fingerprinting in India. In 1989, the first case that was reported on the basis of DNA fingerprinting was in Kerala by the Kerala police, and 2000 onwards, this technology has become indispensable in violent cases such as rape or unnatural sexual offenses and even homicides and murder. So, what are the basic characteristics of DNA that makes it so important and so indispensable in today's time? DNA, as we all know, is half our mothers and half our fathers. So, we have specific markers and specific set of genes, half of which are coming from our mother and half of which are coming from our father. So, 44 or 22 pairs of our chromosomes, they are autosomal in nature, and two pairs of chromosomes are known as the sex chromosome. Again, one coming from the father and one coming from the mother, resulting in the mixture of all the genes and creating an altogether new individual, right? So every cell in our body contains these 46 linear chromosomes, and they have different sizes and shapes. And the most important part of DNA is its polymorphism. That means no two individual, except obviously monozygotic twins, no two individuals are going to have the same kind of DNA or the same kind of DNA profile, making them, unique, just like their fingerprints are unique. So this polymorphism is in just 1% of the DNA content that is there in our body. 99% of the DNA that all humans contain, they are all the same. Only this 1% of the DNA exhibits polymorphism. So polymorphism means are multiple forms or multiple morphologies of a single aspect or a single feature. If we say, suppose hair color or eye color or whatever body parts that is visible on the outside, there are multiple forms of it. So that is DNA exhibiting the polymorphism characteristics. And this 1% polymorphism is the basis of DNA fingerprinting. Just imagine DNA being so important and such an important forensic evidence just because 1% of it is exhibiting polymorphism, and that is creating crores and crores of populations all around the world. So this is the uniqueness of the DNA and the reason why we are studying it. what are the basic sources of DNA in forensics? So, blood, of course, we all know that the WBCs of the blood, they are rich contents of DNA. And in any case where there has been an assault, where there has been an injury, where there has been, even in case of sexual offenses, you come across injuries on the victims and the offender's body that can give out blood. So, blood is a very rich and very easily available source of DNA at any crime scene. And only about approximately 50 microliters of liquid blood is needed for a very good yield of DNA in the laboratories. The sperm heads that are present, that are found in case of assault victims in their vaginal cavity or on their clothes or also on the offender's clothes, they are also very rich DNA evidence source. Saliva, also the epithelial cells present in saliva, it is a rich source of DNA. The hair follicle, which is with the roots, is a very important source of cellular DNA, but it's very rare that we find hair with roots at the crime scene. So in that case, there is an advanced technology known as the mitochondrial DNA, which is going to give us the maternal lineage of the person to which that hair strands belong, right? So if you don't have one standard method analysis available for you, you can always look out for better and advanced technologies that can help you narrow down the list of suspects that are available at the crime scene. So ideally, you should get a hair strand which should have a root or the alive cells for the DNA examination. But in case no crime scene is going to give you ideal exhibits. So if you have rootless hairs, you can always go for mitochondrial DNA analysis and look out for the maternal close relatives to analyze whether they belong to the family of that person or not. Right. We have bone. Bone basically is the, most preferred, evidence for scene also. So this is where we'll be getting the DNA as an evidence, or where we should collect the, samples for DNA analysis. We should collect blood in case of murder, homicides, grave assault, and other heinous crimes where there has been amputation of the body, where there has been excessive blood flow and a large amount of blood, liquid blood is found at the crime scene. Liquid blood is found at the crime scene. It include our 302, 304, 307, 320, and 326. This all includes homicide, murder, attempt to murder, negligence, death due to negligence, hurt by dangerous weapons, simple hurt by dangerous weapons, and so on and so forth. Although we are high of laws recent in a very near future, but as of now, these sections are applicable. We are supposed to collect semen in case of sexual offenses. Sexual offenses that includes, sorry, I've made a mistake. This is going to be 376, not 366. So 376 is rape and 377 is unnatural sexual offenses. Now, any sexual activity that goes against the nature and the normal course of nature, that is covered under unnatural sexual offenses, which includes sodomy, bestiality, and or with the children, male children especially. So these all are included in sexual offenses and unnatural sexual offenses, and semen is a very important source of DNA evidence in such cases. Here,